this out in the Twitter vote, right? How many people are going to know that Adam Warlock is like a game-winning pick in the 6th round? I'm just saying.
He's a game changer, and he's got iterations of himself as well.
Huge game changer, yeah.
Right.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of Twitter votes because a lot of the guys that I picked eventually took L's to a bunch of superheroes, and people are going to consider that. Well, I'm not going to get a lot of Twitter votes.
Maybe, but
to Charles's point, I get it's the MCU, not the MU, but I mean, basically he was mentioned, so that still is a lot that you can do. So I think it's
yeah. No, listen, and that's the thing. It's all up to interpretation. So Charles can interpret it one way, and S can interpret it one way, and other people. So that's the thing, and so people can interpret it all different ways, and so that's kind of where we are. You know what I'm saying? So
in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat. Yeah. So, all right, Mike, you are up, sir, with your last pick, the second to last pick in the draft. And then after we do that, we're just gonna run through our picks, our teams really quick, and kind of just Akil must have hopped up. Kind of run through and just kind of give a quick speech on why we went with our people.
Did Michael go yet?
All right. No, I have not. Sorry.
Man,
I'm held up now.
I didn't mean to mess up the vibes with picking Adam Warlock.
No, you're good.
You're good, Ash.
You're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
okay.
You're good, Ash. You're good, Ash.
It was
great pick.
You want to know what makes the biggest asshole? The one who has the most valid point in the round.
That's phenomenal. I love you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. I'm picking. I can pick Flash. Yeah. Have we already picked? I don't think he's been picked.
Flash?
Quicksilver's
been picked. Yeah.
No. He's in the Spider-Man movies.
You talking about Flash Thompson?
Flash Thompson?
Yeah.
If you want.
I'm joking. I don't know.
I was going to say, I'm like, what?
No, but I will say I am going to pick somebody off the board because now that, off cue here, and I want to pick her because this goes to people who don't fight, and I like where Maxwell was going with this specifically. And we are going to pick an Ant-Man character. Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp, because that's when we meet her. I'm going to go with Janet Van Dyne.
I like that. I do like that.
That's great.
Super smart.
And she's got something going on in there with her hands and whatnot. You know what I mean?
I think she'd be willing to sacrifice herself if need be for the team.
I like that. All right, Akil, the final pick of the draft. You started us off with the pick of Thanos and end us here with your final pick.
I'm looking at my team. I'm looking at my team right now, and I just have a bunch of dudes who want to fuck shit up, right? Like that's basically what I got here, which is a good thing. I got Thanos, I got Curse, I got Ronan. One of my personal favorites here, just to, yeah, Emily, I'm very deep in the destruction bag, which is what I technically want, right? Like, I want the most powerful team. I want to destroy Sting. I want to destroy things at this point. That's all I'm here for. But, with that being said, I need somebody to keep the vibes up. They had the best soundtrack out of all of the movies possible. Probably easily the best. So I'm gonna go Star-Lord here. Give me Peter.
Star-Lord off the board, sir.
Who took Peter?
Josh did.
Josh did. Oh, he did. Damn it. God damn it.
Add some comedy to your team. Stick with the same idea.
Akil, just pick Mantis and get it over with.
Nah, man.
Drax was destroyed. Nothing goes over my head.
Black Widow's still on the board. Give me Black Widow.
Okay.
Let me get another woman. Give me Black Widow.
Well, there you go. Look at that. Appealing to the women in the crowd. All right, so that does it for the draft. We're going to go through the teams. I just want to talk about just a few people that got left off that I thought was interesting. Interesting they got left off. Not crazy, but interesting they got left off. John Walker left off.
Yeah.
Talos left off. Could be interesting to have someone like Talos. Maria Rambeau got left off. Yon-Rogg, which is Jude Law's character from Captain Marvel, was not taken. Crossbones, Mantis, Korg, and Meek were both not taken. We went through all the friggin' Thor characters and didn't take
How the fuck
Korg
is
and Meek.
Taserface still on this? How is Taserface not?
I am Taserface. And then
Taserface.
you said Drax, and then Nebula and Yondu as well didn't get taken. And by the way,
I'm surprised Zemo didn't get picked either. That was the guy who was.
Zemo saw a pick, and you know who I almost took?
None of the Warriors story.
I was thinking about chemistry, and I almost did it. Was Wong, and Wong's like, bro, he's like the same dude as Doctor Strange. I feel like he doesn't have maybe quite as many powers, but he does the same thing. So,
there's also,
if I have one more
point
on
that point, Pat, there's also Caecilius.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Lady Sif not being taken, like
the Warriors story.
With the women stepping up at different points, especially in Infinity War and Endgame. I would have loved for her to have been a part of it. I know Jamie Alexander eventually went her own way with things, but Lady Sif would have been an awesome addition.
Nick Fury to get taken by anybody.
Yeah. The problem with Fury is that he's behind the scenes, right? He can't fight. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well take Maria Hill at that point, who you could. She was a badass too. I mean, she did a lot of things in Winter Soldier. So,
there's also
villain-wise one. Even though all of his villain was being an illusion, but Mysterio was still on the board as well.
Yeah.
Alexander Pierce,
right?
In terms of putting a plan together.
Hey,
General. There's also Yellow Jacket, Rescue, which is Pepper Potts in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Ulysses Claw, Vulture.
Yep. You could take Vulture too. Actually,
they absolutely fumbled the bag with Ulysses Claw, especially with Andy Serkis as the character.
That they killed him off.
Yeah, I'm glad that they did it. Killmonger is one of the top 5 villains in the MCU, but they could have done it without killing off Claw. Andy Serkis as him was a very.
Why do you think that though? I mean, it played into the gift, and for him to obviously get, I don't know. I thought it was important for him to gain the trust and to be able to show that he can get things done. Killmonger,
and I get that. It's just that there was, in my opinion, Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger himself was such a believable character. You could have gone a different route for you to make him that good. And I agree, killing Claw may have added to it. But just in my opinion, like for instance, I would have rather them worked in killing Zemo over killing Claw, because Andy Serkis as Claw was such a good combination of an actor's quirks with the strength of Ulysses Claw. I mean, Serkis's Claw was just phenomenal.
My top 3, excluding my team, would probably be Pat, Jeff, and Akil. Or actually, maybe Maxwell, sorry. So, Pat, Maxwell, and Akil. Sorry, Jeff.
It's okay. I'll take 4th.
For me...
Only Ebony Maw got taken out of the Black Order, too.
So, all right. So, let's go through... Let's just start just super quick, just for the people that are listening. Let's just go down the list. We'll start with Akil. We'll go straight through. Just give us your 6 and give us, 30 seconds. Akil, go.
All right, man. So for my squad, I was put at a huge disadvantage getting the first pick. I drafted Thanos, Curse, Tony Stark / Iron Man, Ronan the Accuser, Okoye, and then the Black Widow. Now when I'm running this back in my head, I probably really should have went with Captain Marvel for my first pick instead. But hey, it is what it is. Man, when we're just talking about the best team, And I kind of just like this. I just got people who are going to be willing to fuck shit up with zero regard for human life. They just won't care. Like, they will kill everybody possible and have no thoughts about it, and just live in peace after they kill people. So
like
for most powerful team, I'm here.
All right, I like it. Mike, you're up, brother.
Yeah, man. So, I was picking in response to thinking, because obviously when you're sandwiched in between two goats, you want to pick teams to be able to beat them. And as soon as Akil picked Thanos, I thought that let me pick the person that ain't scared of Thanos and would have killed his ass in Infinity War. And she was ready to. And then when I thought about Ultron on the way back, it was just like he was too. I mean, he's just too powerful to pass up. For me, I think picking Black Panther where I did, he and this is once again, I think he would kick Iron Man's ass, and I think I have the best pick out of the third round. In fact, personally, and I think my worst pick is my last pick, but that's also because of I don't need her to fight. I need somebody who's going to just be there for the team. And I have a lot of leadership on my board with Sam and T'Challa and also soldiers, speaking of Bucky Barnes.
Yep, love it. Solid pick, solid draft. S, you, sir, on the board.
Yeah, Michael really put a damper on my plans when he picked Wanda because I wanted to go the magic route and just pick everybody that had some kind of mystical powers, and I wanted Wanda Scarlet Witch to be the leader of it. But regardless, I still had a pretty good draft when you think of Dormammu, Ancient One, Surtur, Ebony Maw. Quicksilver was probably my worst pick, but then bounced back with Adam Warlock. Man, honestly, I think the thing with that went into my consideration is like, can this person be defeated by something in terms of physical strength? No. So magic is going to dominate mostly anything. And that's why I'm kind of scared of Wanda, because she's the only magic in this whole thing that could really defeat my squad. So scared of Michael's team, but otherwise, I think I had a pretty good draft, man.
I agree. Pretty solid. Pretty darn solid. Sean, you, sir, are up.
Yep. So I got Captain Marvel. I got Captain America, Aldrich Killian, Malekith, Laufey, and Clint Barton. And so a couple things stand out. Number one, I went with leadership. Like Captain Marvel stepping up like she did in Endgame, and then you've got three main villains in Killian, Laufey, and Malekith, who complement each other well. Fire, ice, dark magic, dark arts. That's a lot to deal with when you're talking about masterminds as well. So that's a lot to deal with in terms of a trio of villains that I think can make a difference, even if you may not think it. Probably an underrated three, in my opinion. And then, of course, Captain America, different iterations of himself, my favorite character, the ultimate leader on the good guy side. And then the glue guy, the guy who probably has seen and witnessed more growth than other characters, up there with anybody in Hawkeye Plus with his pinpoint accuracy. I think I got a team that complements each other well. Probably not the strongest team, but I do think that a team that could find a way to win, especially being led by Captain Marvel.
Yep, love it. I tell you what, I was pretty upset about the Captain Marvel pick. I thought Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch. By the way, I think Scarlet Witch is the most powerful being in the MCU. I think that we saw that through WandaVision with what she was able to do, really without even realizing it. Her subconscious was essentially running an entire town, which is pretty crazy.
Can we say a regret? Like, if I could have gotten Surtur,
yes.
If I could have gotten Surtur, I would have been much, much happier than Aldrich Killian. But shout out to S. There's a reason why I wanted him.
Right. So, yeah, and that's so my squad. I went Doctor Strange, Vision, Ghost. Doctor Strange, Vision, Abomination, Ghost, Ant-Man, and Carly Morgenthau. Really, I went with Strange and Vision because I just thought Strange is the magic stuff, right? He controls the magic and the time flawlessly. He's so good at it, and he just, all these guys have power. He wields his power maybe better than anybody. And so that's why I went with Strange. I love Vision because